Hi friends, how are you? Long time no speak. Today I'm back with one more Mickey Mouse 5-minute stories. And today's story is a day at the beach. So, if you're excited, let's get started. Here we go. Alright, hope you can see it. A day at the beach. Come on, boys, let's go, Mickey called. He and Minnie had planned a big surprise for Mickey's nephew Morty and Ferdy. Are we going to play ball? Morty guessed. Or maybe fly a kite? Asked Ferdy. Even better, we are going to spend the whole day at the beach, Mickey announced. Hooray! The boys cheered. Pluto was so excited, chasing his tail because he was so excited to go to the beach. Let's see, that's all the excitement. Now they are going. Ta-ta-ta. Let's see what they're gonna do next. There was a lot to do to get ready for a day at the beach. Minnie used her bows to make a new tail for the boys' kites, while Mickey blew up the beach ball. Morty and Ferdy gathered the sunblock, the beach towels, and all their toys, of course. There's just one more thing we have to do before we leave, Minnie said. Pack our picnic. Woohoo! So they're gonna have an exciting day of picnic at the beach. Let's see what happens next. Minnie and Mickey helped the boys make their favorite sandwiches. Then everyone worked together to fill the picnic basket with yummy things to eat. Whoops, we can't forget a treat for Pluto. Minnie giggled as she added a bone to the picnic basket for Pluto. When they got to the beach, Morty and Ferdy helped Mickey and Minnie unload the car. Finally, everything was set up. Last one in the ocean is a rotten Baruchle, Mickey called. Mickey and the boys splashed into the ocean. Pluto joined in the fun too, until he got distracted by a crab. Whoa, Pluto is after a crab. What happens next? Meanwhile, Minnie spread out the picnic basket and the picnic blanket, and then she started taking everything out and she said, "Hello, lunch is ready, boys." Morty raced out of the water and grabbed his sandwich. The smell of the cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and pickle made his mouth watery. He was about to take a big bite when suddenly, whoosh, his sandwich disappeared. "Hey," Ferdy yelled, "the seagull stole your sandwich." Uh-oh, what happens next? "My sandwich," Morty howled. "I am sorry, Morty," Minnie replied. "Luckily, we have lots of other food to share." But Morty just shook his head. "That was my favorite sandwich, though," he said sadly. Ferdy tugged on Mickey's arm. "Come on, Uncle Mickey," he said. "Let's rescue Morty's sandwich." "I guess it's worth a try," Mickey said. "Follow that Seagull. Pluto and I will stay here and guard the rest of our picnic," Minnie said. "Good luck, you folks." And so they start an adventure. Now they are off to find the seagull who stole Morty's sandwich. The seagull swooped through the sky, casting a shadow over the sand. Mickey, Morty, and Ferdy charged after it. Near the water, Goofy was building village of sand castles. "Hey, Mickey," Goofy called, "where are you going in such a hurry?" "We are on a sandwich rescue mission," Mickey replied as he ran past his friend. A little further, Down the beach, Donald and Daisy were flying kites with Huey, Dewey, and Louie. In the sky, the seagulls zigged and zagged through the kite strings, but down on the sand, it was a little harder for Mickey and his nephews to get them past. Be careful, cried Daisy. Yeah, watch out for the strings, Donald added. And the sand, Huey yelled, shielding his eyes as Mickey and his nephew kicked up the cloud of sand as they were running behind the seagull. Look, boys, Mickey called. The seagull is headed for the cliffs. The seagull glided effortlessly on the ocean breeze. Below, Mickey, Morty, and Ferdy made their way across the tide pools or to reach the cliffs. The wet sand slowed them down, squishing and squashing under their feet. Mickey and his nephews tiptoed through the water, careful to avoid stepping on the starfish, clams, and the sea anemones. They reached the cliff just as the seagull disappeared over the rocky ledge. Oh my God, there goes the seagull. Shoo! And Mickey, Morty, and Ferdy stared up at the cliff. It seemed very high. What do we do now, Uncle Mickey? Ferdy asked. Well, Mickey said, we can go back to Minnie and Pluto and enjoy the rest of our picnic, or we can climb the cliff and keep searching for that seagull. Let's climb, Morty replied. By then he was so hungry he could practically taste his favorite sandwich. He couldn't wait to get it back. Inch by inch, step by step, Mickey and his nephews scaled the rocky cliff. It was even harder than dodging the sandcastle, sliding through the kite strings and crossing the tide poles. Finally, they reached to the top of the tallest ridge. Hold on a minute, boys, Mickey whispered. Before we climb over the edge, we need a plan. I have already got one, Morty said. As soon as I see that seagull, I am going to swoop in and snatch my sandwich, just like it did to me. Uh-oh. Morty hoisted himself up to the edge of the cliff and froze. The seagull and the sandwich were just inches away from Morty's face, but the seagull wasn't alone. It was perched on the side of a grassy nest next to 3 baby seagulls. From the way the chicks were squawking, Morty could tell they were just as hungry as he was, maybe even hungrier. Morty watched for a moment as the seagull tossed bits of his sandwich to her babies. Then he began to climb back down the cliff to where Mickey and Ferdy were waiting. The seagull needed the sandwich more than he did. Aw, that's so nice of Morty, isn't it? And back to the beach, Morty told Minnie and Pluto all about the baby seagull sharing his sandwich. What an adventure, Minnie exclaimed. But don't worry, Morty. Oh, we still have lots of food in our picnic basket. Here, I packed an extra roll. And you can have the cheese from my sandwich. Take my pickle, Mickey offered. And my tomato, Ferdy added. Thanks, everybody, Morty said as he took a big bite of his brand new sandwich. It tastes even better than the first one and it looks amazing. Hope you guys had a blast listening to this story. Until next time, I say bye-bye. See you later. Bye. Enjoy.